Previously on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live. Tonight, Marissa Tomei, John Wilson, and music from Madison Beer with Cleto and the Cletones. And now, Jimmy Kimmel.
Here in Hollywood, happy Halloween. Boy, not too many people wearing costumes. I have to say, I like that. I really do. Do you like my costume? Yeah. I'm dressed as one of Donald Trump's favorite talentless, low-rated creeps of late-night television. It was tough coming up with a costume this year because the scariest thing I could think of was the news, so I decided to go like this. In case you're wondering, we're not asking adults to steal their kids' Halloween candy tomorrow morning. I've been asked this a lot today, but we are working on a twist, which is kids stealing candy from adults. You know how you set the bowl out and the worst kids in your neighborhood take the whole thing? We have a full sting operation going on right now. We bring those little criminals to justice in multiple locations around the country. And our very clever friend Mark Rober will be here tomorrow to share the results of that sting operation. So it's something to look forward to. Here, Mo. Seem like you may have stolen a bowl of candy or two over the years, yes?
No, never, Jimmy.
Never dig in and take a little more than...
No, I just eat them, but never, no. I never. Just eat one and that's it.
Halloween is weird. It's just a weird holiday, and every year it gets weirder. Some of these decorations now, like we have 1 million decorations at our house. We have a witch outside our house that just never shuts up. It's like a robot version of your mother-in-law, Guillermo. It's yammering. And every night I come home, I'm like, oh, I unplug it. And in the morning, the kids plug it right back in. But our witch, at least, is talking about cauldrons boiling and bubbling. Some of these decorations are nuts.
And when the sun goes down, till morning it will just be us. How would you like to scream all night? I'll fill you full of fright.
Seems very inappropriate.
Spoil you with my roasted pumpkins.
This is not appropriate.
No, not at all. I mean, I don't know who... There was a meeting and there was a recording session and someone decided that would be a good song for a pumpkin to sing. A zucchini, yeah, you could see, sure, but pumpkin, no. And then once you're covered in pumpkin seed, we have this sexually excited ghoul. Well, at least she died happy, I guess, is the... People go to great lengths on Halloween. Why, I'm not sure. It's beyond me. This guy spent all day setting up some kind of a maze, and then gravity came to town. Oh, yeah. Kind of feels like a metaphor for the world right now, doesn't it? All right, well, at least, at least that poll is still up. No, it isn't. Now the maze is easy, I guess. See, that's what's going to happen at every Spirit Halloween store tomorrow at 9 a.m. will be that scene. The weather is very unusual right now. For much of the country, this is the coldest Halloween in many years. Minnesota got down to the low 20s. It was 84 in L.A. today. The governor of California had to issue a heat advisory for all Chewbacca's age 60 and up to stay indoors. It's so hot here, at the end of October, we've even had to turn to the Kardashians for help.
The Earth's temperature is getting hotter and hotter. The sea levels are rising. The ice sheets are shrinking. And I'm not a scientist, but I do believe everyone can use their skill set to do their part. That's why I'm introducing a brand new bra with a built-in nipple. So no matter how hot it is, you'll always look cold.
Well, I mean, hand that woman the Nobel Prize right now. Wasn't she becoming the lawyer? Wasn't she taking the bar? Now she's selling nipple nubs to people. We gotta get some of those, you know?
For sure.
I'm gonna get one, I'll put the nipples right on the butt and walk around. You have to be careful on Halloween. There's a very important watchdog group called Consumers Research that has put out what they call a woke alert to warn us about woke, overly inclusive candies. 3 candies on their woke list this year are M&M's, Kit Kats, and Skittles. M&M's because they have a gender-bending ad campaign. Kit Kats because apparently they sponsored an organization that supports the LGBTQ community. And Skittles because they're gay. They're a gay candy, Skittles. It's like, since the beginning, Skittles has been telling us, taste the rainbow for like 30 years. And meanwhile, nobody says a word about Mike and Ike and their little vacation to the Key West. And what makes those ranchers so jolly, you know? What a dumb group of people spreading their dumb thoughts on dumb things. Candy is woke. The whole concept of Halloween is woke. You putting on makeup and getting dressed up in fabulous outfits to walk the streets with your friends. If Halloween happened in June, it would be a pride parade, okay? What they ought to be looking for, especially here in California, they should be looking for the stoned parents who are accidentally handing out their weed.
It's a scary treat you'll want to keep your kids away from this Halloween, but a closer look shows us they're cannabis edibles. And somehow these types of treats ended up at a kid's trunk or treat event at this Alameda Elementary School on Sunday, organized by the school PTA.
The initial case, the parents did report that a student had ingested the edible.
I love chocolate.
He's sugar high and regular high. You got to be careful with that stuff. And have you guys heard of that trunk or treat? I'd never heard of this before. Over the last week, I've heard about it like 15 times. Apparently, it's been going on since the early 90s. The idea is instead of going from door to door in your neighborhood, people park their cars in a lot, and then the kids go from trunk to trunk getting candy, which makes sense. I think we can all agree that what trick-or-treating needed was to feel more like a drug deal. And aren't we supposed to tell our kids not to take candy from a stranger in a parking lot? It's very lazy, too. I mean, at a certain point, why not just call Instacart? Kids, go get your Halloween candy is at the door. Go get it. The governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, may have some explaining to do. Have you been following this mystery of whether or not Ron DeSantis wears lifts in his boots? A number of people have been claiming he wears special big boy boots to make him taller. He says, no way, I do not do that, but experts on the subject disagree. Politico went to 3 prominent boot makers, and they asked if they thought DeSantis was enhancing his height. They all said yes. He claims to be 5'11", which is important, by the way. One of the most important qualities we consider when choosing a leader is that person's height. But that's why I've been pushing for President Kareem for many, many years. But many of Ron DeSantis' critics think he is smaller than he says.
You notice how the top of the boot literally almost touches the bottom about 3 inches in? Like, that's just weird, folks. Say what you want. I'm criticizing that mentality. It's that insecurity. Okay, if you're that insecure, if you're 5'7", whatever he is, like, own it, right? That insecurity on a world stage is not going to work out well for us. That's the kind of stuff that gets us into wars eventually.
Yeah, so true. And take it from a guy who's not insecure at all, whose father weighs 215 pounds. But it does seem that Ron DeSantis may be wearing heels. I tell you what, throw in a tube of lipstick and suddenly it's illegal to teach kids in Florida public schools about their own governor. You know, every now and then we like to shine a light on the state Ron DeSantis calls home. And with that said, it's time for another edition of This Week in Florida.
The DeSoto County Sheriff's Office is hoping the public can help identify the driver of this white Chevy Silverado. Investigators say the person is impersonating law enforcement officers and they're actually pulling people over. The truck is equipped with red and blue lights and has the words Booty Patrol on the side.
Where else are you going to put the word Booty Patrol on the roof? By the way, they've got They have, not only have the license plate, they have the truck. How hard could he be to find? The not-so-great Pumpkin was up all night last night, mashing his little pink fingers, posting all-caps rants about this gag order that clearly isn't working too well. He wrote, a radical left judge taking away my right to free speech in order to help crooked Joe Biden and his third world election interference scam. Then 7 minutes and 3 flushes of the toilet later, he posted, remember, crooked Joe Biden and his radical left thugs waited 3 years to bring these indictments and lawsuits against me right in the middle of my campaign. That was at 1:12 a.m. And then 3 hours later, 4:24, I guess he got up in the middle of the night and reposted it, adding election interference to the end. He woke up and went, oh, I forgot to say election interference in all caps. And what is it with him in the caps? He types in all caps. He wears red caps. He had his supporters storm the cap. He's a real piece of cap. And meanwhile, our elected president, Joe Biden, was very busy last night greeting trick-or-treaters at the White House.
Wow, look at this little critter. Hello there. Our dog Commander likes to eat little guys like you. Oh, hey, look at this. Abraham Lincoln. Haven't seen you since high school. Hey, look, it's stupid Mario. Take this box of cigarettes. Wow, it's Howdy Doody. You know why it's called Howdy Doody? Because howdy means hello in cowboy talking, and duty, well, that's what you make in the boom boom room.
Well, you know what? He's old enough to know. Anyone who knows me knows I love a good Halloween trick, or trick any kind, especially around the office. So to get our staff in the spirit today, we thought it would be fun to dress a couple of dogs in these spider costumes. Have you seen these costumes for dogs? You put a dog in them. They're kind of great. So we bought a couple, and we dressed up some pets, and we let them loose on our unsuspecting coworkers, including me.
I hate you guys. I hate everyone in this office as ticketed people.
Yeah.
By going in as ticketed people, we're technically not supposed to
not be an animal out here. So sorry. I know when I let him curse. There is! What is going on? It was huge and it was furry. My door. Okay. Can you try and get it? Again, I'm going on your door. Get that.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Cousin Mickey. Hi, Mickey. Happy Halloween. Did you?
Thank you.
Now, hold on, because I wanted to ask you something. Somebody told, did you not know those were dogs?
No.
What did you think they were?
Spiders. They say spiders are big, and so I thought it was extra
How
big.
long did it take you?
Believe
Nick, what's that over there? What's behind you?
So messed up.
Those will be in your bedroom
I'm
tonight.
sure.
Yes. Cousin Mickey, everybody.